All I'm gonna say is thank God I have multiple accounts, because whenever one account is in Instagram jail, at least I can use the other account. Yay! So I'm just looking here like a fairy. I'm really loving this filter so much. And I just want to chat about, well, I was at a festival this weekend, and whenever I go to festivals, I always get so many downloads, so much connection, so much synchronicities, always so much magic. Like, festivals are really where I learned to activate my personal power and my personal magic. I have had so many different experiences on a dance floor, like more than you could have even in a therapist's office. Like, I've had breakdowns on a dance floor, I've had joyful elations on a dance floor, I've had orgasms on a dance floor, I have had fat cry sessions, I've had laughing sessions, I've had like every single experience pretty much possible, I have had it on a dance floor. And so whenever I go to festivals, it's such a place of home and familiarity for me. And because in my younger years, in my earlier psychonauts younger years, I really spent a lot of time taking substances and learning about myself on a really deep, real level. I have always, pretty much always used drugs and substances and psychedelics as a way to go deeper, as a way to learn more about myself, as a way to not only have fun, but also to do the necessary shadow work. Like, I always realized, okay, like, if I'm feeling anxious right now, it's not the drug that's making me anxious, it's the drug is bringing something up inside of me that I need to look at, that I need to acknowledge, right? And so I really think when we can utilize festivals in this way, we can have really profound experiences, and we can utilize festivals as this profound healing experience that allows us to go deeper than we have ever gone before, that allows us to disconnect from the daily structures of the ego, the daily, patterns of self-destruction that really allow us to go deeper into our soul. I feel like festivals are such a powerful way for us to activate a soul magic, a soul remembrance. We connect with people at festivals, we connect with strangers as if they have been our friends our whole lives. We make these magical connections. And so it's, as a witch and a fairy, it's my job to remind you guys that festivals aren't just about they're not just about escaping. It's about us going there to cultivate magic and to release from the daily pressures and the daily constraints of daily life, of ego, of work, of stress, of, what it means to be a productive citizen in this world, and reconnect with the magic of play and synchronicity and connection and intimacy and dance and joy and laughter and expression. Okay? And so those codes that we activate into at the festival, it's not just about it happening there. It's about us being able to take that magic and take those codes and bring them back to our everyday life. Bring them back to our everyday life, where we can integrate that magic and remember that magic. Okay, that magic isn't just for festivals. That magic is for us to remember and utilize in our everyday life. Okay, it's just more obvious at festivals because people are connecting to their joy and their laughter and their bliss, and they are dressing up and they're expressing themselves and they're laughing and they're dancing, and there's already a very high vibration. Not all the time and not at all festivals. I was burning a fuckload of sage on this Saturday night, and I realized actually I should have burnt a fuckload of sage on the time, on the first night, because that's when everyone is coming from their homes, from their daily lives, from society, bringing, unfortunately, the bad juju with them. Because we all have a little bit of bad juju, and if you are not doing specific practices to clear your energy field, do shadow work and let go of the entities that plague our energy fields and feed on our low vibrational thoughts and our negative belief patterns, all these things, then unfortunately you will most likely have some entities attached to you. So festivals are really powerful ways for us to connect. Hey Lucy, that's a little sweetheart that I met at the festival this weekend. And festivals are places for us to heighten our consciousness, for us to spread love, for us to spread magic. I actually want to read you guys this powerful thing that I wrote after I went to a festival a couple of years ago. And I really truly believe that festivals are a really powerful way for us to raise our consciousness, personally, individually, and collectively. We remind each other of our power. We remind each other of our magic. We remind each other of what it means to be human beyond all the constructs of work and money and job and this and that, right? Because in the end, those are just labels that keep us separate and keep us apart from connecting with each other on a super real level. Okay, it is so magical when we can just allow ourselves to open up and surrender. Okay, here it is. I believe in the power of festivals to transform consciousness. I believe in the power of partying to liberate our self-expression and set us free from the shackles of societally conditioned shame. I believe in the power of dancing to bring us back home to the truth of our bodies and our innate sensuality. I believe in the power of partying to recreate community, bring people together, and destroy racial segregation and social hierarchy. I believe in using festivals as a space to radically shift and transform generational trauma, raising consciousness and expanding our minds to what is possible. I don't just believe that it is all possible. I know it is possible. I know it is for certain, and I have been privileged to witness these transformations taking place over the past 7 years that I've been attending music and arts festivals all over South Africa and Europe. I'm 27 this year. I've been going to festivals. I mean, my first festival was probably with my parents when I was very young, but my first big festival was Africa Burn when I was 13 years old. So it's actually way longer than that. I've been going to festivals for 15 years. Festivals help us expand our perception and get a glimpse into what is possible for the collective by raising our frequencies through feel-good modalities such as dance, music, connection, intimacy, sharing, emotions, and feeling the oneness of our souls. Festivals help us dream a new world into being by experiencing and practicing new ways of being, sensing, and connecting. They give us the living proof that the dawn of new earth is upon us. The only way for it to fully arrive is through our own personal embodiment of these energies. Festivals help us in a greater capacity to perceive the psychedelic multidimensional nature of reality with and without the use of substances. They awaken the doors of perception within our third eye, allowing us to question all that we've ever been taught or told about our 3D world around us. They remind us that everything is energy, and when we are in a high vibrational love state of being, manifestations are instant. Love at first sight is always a possibility. Soulmate connections are inevitable, and vulnerability is a superpower. And play is the medicine of our choice. Oh, here, I just said that randomly, but here in the next line it says, festivals remind us that play is the medicine of our souls, something previous generations have forgotten about. Festivals remind us that dance is fucking healing, music is a gift from God, and that community has everything we need to prosper and feel fulfilled. I definitely need to repurpose that piece of writing because it's so powerful, so powerful. Festivals truly have the power, especially when they are coded with the understanding that we're not just going to a festival to party. We're not just going there to lose our minds. We're going there to, yes, lose our ego minds and find our soul. We're going there to disconnect from the conditioning and the trauma and the pain of our everyday lives and remember the magic and the power of just being free, right? Festivals teach us how to be free on such a deep level. And so I also wanted to speak about shame. Shame, this was a download that I had on the Friday night because a lot of people, they can feel really self-conscious when they are in big public spaces. They can feel really, a little bit uneasy, and that is totally normal. I also used to feel like that, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of energies, there's a lot of people that are like projecting their energies without even knowing. They're, releasing from their week, their month, their year. They are, we have not been taught about energetic hygiene. And this is something I definitely want to speak about in another episode. We have not been taught about energetic hygiene. We've not been taught about boundaries. We've not been taught about, how easily it is for us to take on someone else's stuff, for us to easily be affected by their expression or their projection. And this is where the importance of the lesson of boundaries comes in, because when you have strong energetic boundaries, it means that no one's bullshit can come onto you. No one can affect you. No one's energy can unknowingly attach and impact your experience, attach to your energy body, attach to your field. Right? And so it's really important that we learn to have boundaries within social settings. And this is also why I'm always burning Palo Santo, burning sage, burning incense, because everyone in the festival space, they need a little bit of clearing. They need they need all the bad juju gone. And it's just the reality of the matter. We haven't been taught energy hygiene. Energy vampirism is very real. Unfortunately, some people are energy vampires without even realizing they are energy vampires. And so for light bearers like me, light workers like me, I have to be very boundaried and because I'm so sensitive. And so I have to be very aware of who's wanting to take from me and who's wanting to have an energetic exchange with me. So the festivals teach us a lot. If you are energetically sensitive and you do struggle in public places, highly recommend bringing your tools with you, whether it's Palo Santo, incense, sage. I also like to have a essential oil body spray. So the Palo Santo and the smoking is for my field, for my energy field, my aura. But then the essential oil spray that's just diluted in water, I like to spray on my heart and on the back of my neck and on my wrists. That kind of just protects and resets my body. Because also we're hugging people all the time. We're hugging, we're saying hello, we're touching, we're connecting, we're engaging in dance with people. We are, interacting with people non-stop for an entire weekend. And if we are not energetically taking good care of ourselves, if we're not aware of energetic hygiene, then we will get drained so much faster. It will happen. It really will, because other people's shit is unknowingly draining us. We're taking on stuff that doesn't belong to us. Other people who need our energy are taking our energy without consent. So there's a lot of like invisible things that happen and go on within the energetic realm without us even realizing it. So it's super important that we take good care of ourselves energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. Festivals are a magical place. There's also so much synchronicity that can happen, manifestations that can happen. I always find manifestations happen so much faster in festival environments because the manifestation field is just more open. We are less attached to the outcome. I love manifesting people. So if there's someone I want to find, I'm like, cool, like universe, God, spirit, send this person to me. Like, I'm gonna find them. I want to find them. And so we become like really telepathic, actually. Like, I've been at festivals on LSD and I've literally heard people's thoughts, like, because we are all so connected in a small space. Like, when do we ever hang out in a small-ish space with like 3,000 people? Like, never, and so like all of our energy is like connecting and our brains are connecting, and like we become very telepathic. And so telepathy within these spaces becomes very real, and you start to be able to sense and feel on a deeper level. You start to read people's energy. You start to read their minds. You start to manifest people and situations and things and gifts and love, right? Because if you are just exuding love and positive energy and confidence, of course, that's what you're going to magnetize back to you. And that's just going to be reflected in your experience that you have. Like I said, it can sometimes be very overwhelming to be surrounded by so many people in one time. And so this is when self-regulation tools become really important. Learning how to anchor yourself in your body, learning how to take a deep breath, learning, like, if things are getting a little bit chaotic and out of control, walk away, go for a walk somewhere, go find a spot by yourself, sit down, breathe, anchor, come back to yourself, right? Remember that you can take a break. You don't always have to be on the go all the time, being, constantly distracted by people, things, places, this, right? You can come back to yourself. And that's why I love to just like dance with my eyes closed and like come into a moment with myself, and it's like me moving energy, and you can feel this energy moving in you and all around you, and it becomes this very, very powerful way for us to learn how to manage energy in a better way, in a more efficient way. I also love festivals because they allow me to dress up. As I'm sure you guys have noticed, I love to dress up. I love to wear colorful clothes. I want to show you guys my wardrobe here quickly. You can see it's just rainbow colors. And I love to dress up and just play with identity. Another form of play is to just play with who do you want to be. Like, I like to be a festival fairy. I like to cultivate different identities for myself. I like to cultivate different expressions of myself. I'll tell you guys my full festival name. Well, this kind of came to me at Africa Burn this year. And so my full archetypal energetic name is Josie the purple butterfly fairy witch priestess queen goddess. Okay, you got it? You got it? Cool, good. And so all of those different archetypes I love to play with. I love to be a festival fairy. I love to be a festival butterfly floating around, you know, like the festival butterfly energy is so sacred to me because I don't need to stay with one group of people. I don't need to have like, oh, these are only my friends. No, my friends are everyone. I connect with friends. I make new friends. I float from one little friend group to another like a happy little butterfly. And I'm never lost because I'm just flying. I'm flying, you know, on the higher vibrations of love and trust and confidence and magic and synchronicity. And yeah, so then I love to be also a fairy. I love to be a witch. Like on the Saturday night at this festival this last weekend, I was burning a big bowl of sage in this big bowl, and I was like blessing everyone, and I was like praying and coding the sage with prayers and with blessings. And so I literally like said, bless the sage, and every single human that smells the sage and connects with the sage and is blessed by it, may they be blessed, may they receive magic, may they remember their soul power, may they remember their magic, right? So that was super special and super powerful, and everyone just like looks at me, but then they see that I'm like holding this like massive smoking bowl of sage, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, she must be a witch, right? And like this is also why I have like a rave stick, and I walk around, and it's kind of like my wizard staff like stick thing, and it's just like so powerful, you know, because I used to want to be anonymous and be in the shadows and like not have anyone see me or look at me or know me. But now, since I've started to step into my power and find my voice and find my confidence, like I want to share my light. I want to stand out. I want to be bright. I want to be a beacon of hope and light and love and power and energy for people at the festivals. So yes, come up to me and take your head and stick it in my big burning bowl of sage and like bless yourself. And yeah, just I love offering my energy. I love offering gifts. I love offering magic, the energetic tools and energetic magical tools that help people's festival experience. That's why I'm always offering to burn the sage, burn the Palo Santo, bless people, share light language. Yeah, it's really, really, really magical space. I am so excited as well. Tonight, Liberated Womb, the round 2 is starting. The doors are closing after today. If you are watching this in advance in the future after the 30th of October 2024 and you would like to still be in, please send me a DM on Instagram or pop me a message anywhere that you can. And I would love to give you more information and have you inside this incredible container where I too can teach you how to embody your most confident goddess self. Because this is the energy that I receive when I go out into public now. It's so incredible, like, and it just goes to show that this work really works, you know, like I go out into public and men adore me. They want to worship me. They want to buy me drinks. They want to look after me. They want to take care of me. They want to be my friend. They want to connect with me. Women sometimes, like, they're just, you know, very surprised by me. They're taken aback. Sometimes they don't even know what to do or what to expect. But most of the time they want to connect. They want to hear what I have to say. They want to be me most of the time. And they want to have that energy of confidence and power and sensuality and expression, right? Not being afraid. And you see here I have this little ankh in my hair. The ankh is the symbol of the feminine. So always, always, always holding the feminine sacred heart so close to me. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're listening to the end, I love you. I love you. I love you. Many blessings. Go well on your journey. And remember that you are a shining beacon of power and hope and radiance for other people. And the more you shine your light, the more you give other people the power, empowerment, and permission to shine their light too. Mwah. Lots of love.